Just the settings. Alright, see how this goes. Only how this iteration goes. Click live. Alright. Hey there folks. Welcome back to the channel. And today, as you can see from the title, we are indeed going to play some NASCAR Thunder 2004, as it's time to simulate this era of the career. There was only 2 games that let you have complete stat tracking in NASCAR games. Well, technically 3, but only Thunder 2003 and 4 let you simulate the game races, along with having a full career. Let's go ahead. There it is. Just bring that down. Oh, nope, that was fit to screen. Always do that. We needed to stretch the screen. There we go. Alright, now let me just pull up here. And with that, let's go ahead and get started with a new career mode. Just like before, we're going to do a full 36 races. Difficulty does not matter since we're simulating all of them. Of course, we got to go with the 100% race length along with yellow flags. We don't need career tips. Alright, let's make our car. We'll use this new driver one we had. Or I guess, I don't know if we had it or if it was under a default. Go. There you go, wall busters. We'll bring back Crash a ton here. Or Crush Atten, however you want to say it. We'll leave all the default stats here. We'll be driving a 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix. Keep the changes. Let's sign our first sponsors. We're about to see the usual suspects. Windcraft, Kmart, and Craftsman. Along with Nikon. Yep, see. Again, starting position does not matter. We will always start in last place. There's Easy Care. We got a new entry-level sponsor, Advanced Auto Parts. We'll do the 40th and earnings from Craftsman, though. Craftsman, and see here's Hills Brothers Coffee, the new sponsor for this game. At least for entry-level, I believe. And we will quick sign our team. Doesn't matter, we're going to be firing these guys in a year anyway. Alright, and here we are. So the season starts, as always, with the Daytona 500. And of course, we're not going to be upgrading, renewing any of these parts. We're just going with base levels. This is what we pretty much will have to deal with. Just a couple of generic chassis, engines, and bodies. Which is, bodies was the new thing for Thunder 2004. And the new feature was the shop editions, which took over the R&D section of 2003. Which part always helped. And if you wanted tips, there was the reference section here. Of course, since we entered them, we gotta save the career. But let's do it. It's time to start our 20-year career in NASCAR, and it is going to deal in the exact same way as we did for Thunder 2003. We're gonna be simulating 5 seasons at a time, since we're doing the full 36 races, and we're bound to keep re-signing sponsors whenever needed. So with that, let us start our career. Select and simulate. The winner of the 2003 Daytona 500 is Ward Burton, a 2-time 500 champion already. They do, but NASCAR Thunder 2003 and 2004 had like complete stat tracking, like poles, wins, top 5s, top 10s, average start, average finish, how many points you got. No other NASCAR game could track that, at least for every driver. In Chase for the Cup 2005, you could only track your own, which is sad. And you can only track the points, so you'd have to just assume where everybody finished. So it's not as interesting to me. Alright, were there any surprises? Not really. Where did we finish? Oh, it was the opposite. We actually had a good start, but a bad finish. Everybody finished, and there were 2 cautions. At least here, when there's a caution, there's not an automatic wreck. It's not people are out, but that would have helped our cause. Oh, you know what? I need to turn off autosave. Can I do that from here? Yes, I can. Yeah, I need to turn off autosave because I don't want to deal with saving the career mode every time we go through a race. I'd rather do what we did before and just save after every year. Alright, your winner for the Subway 400 is Jeff Gordon. We gonna see this again? Oop, darn it, I forgot to see the rest of the field. And where we finished. Oh well. Alright, round 3. And look, it's instantaneous. They really streamlined the simulation engine. Dale Jarrett gets his first win of the season. Not a real surprise. I guess Ricky Craven finished 11th. Not bad for him. Bobby Labonte finished 4th. It's the same. Just like it'll end. There'll be nothing more we can do. As we head into the 4th race, your winner is Ryan Newman. He gets his first win of 2003. Sterling Wall in 4th. Bobby Labonte 6th. Jeff Burton 7th. Rusty Wallace 10th. See? We're going to go through this a bit quicker. Yeah. Mark Martin gets his first win at the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. Other surprises, Johnny Benson finished 9th. That's a decent finish there. Keep forgetting to check where we finished. Started 38th, finished 38th. We're actually completing more sponsor objectives this time. We're actually going to make a bit of money. And we're not going to finish dead last every time. Alright. On to the next one. Jeff Gordon wins at the Food City 500. Ricky Rudd almost got the Wood Brothers 21 Ford into victory lane for the second time in 3 years. Other surprises? No. Where did we finish? Oh, no. Too soon. Too far up. Started well, but we finished last in all the starters. Let's go ahead and move on. As usual, we're going to check the standings every 9th race. Dale Jarrett gets his second win of the year at Texas. Ricky Craven got 10th. We started 40th, but finished 35th. See, we can actually pass some cars around here this time. We're just not destined to be in last place. The prize was Matt Kenseth finishing 39th, and Tony Stewart finishing 37th. Up, we got Talladega. Matt Kenseth makes up his bad finish for a win. Michael Waltrip second, which isn't a surprise at the super speedways. Where did we finish? 37th. Ward Burton couldn't make it 2 for 2 at the super speedways and finishes 39th. I think we're actually making a lot of money now. Wait, was that race number 9? No, this is race number 9. I'm used to it. They switched around the schedule a little bit. And sponsorships are gone. That means the 9 races are over. Jeff Gordon wins. Michael Waltrip with a second straight top 5. His teammate Junior finishes 3rd. Oh, well, that is interesting. He went from 34th to 5th. Good, and led 55 laps, so good for him. Jared led the most laps, though. This time we started last and finished last. It's bound to happen one of these times. As now we gotta go get some new sponsors. Actually get a little bit, we'll actually make Hills Brothers the main sponsor. We'll put Craftsman on the back this time. For Associate, we still need 40th in earnings, so we'll put Kmart on there. And then we'll just add in the team and driver. There you go. See, we're already close to $1 million. Which is a great move there. Oh, time to check the standings. Alright, so Gordon's out in front by just 42 points over Ryan Newman. Jimmy Johnson's 3rd. Yeah, see, now you can see how better behind they all are. 4th is Bobby Labonte. Dale Jarrett's 5th. Kurt Busch is 6th. Junior is 7th. Tony Stewart is 8th. Mark Martin 9th. And Kevin Harvick rounds out the top 10. So where do we rank in terms of Rookie of the Year? Oh yeah, we're not going to do well. Both, a lot of Dodge drivers were Rookie of the Year contenders. Excuse me, as we go right into California. Kevin Harvick gets win number 2. What else did we do? Not much of a surprise. I guess Rusty Wallace in the top 10, but he is a champion, so that shouldn't really be much of a surprise. We're keeping up our top 40 runs by finishing 39th. We wrecked out at lap 200, but that's still enough to complete the objective. Oh, that's good. That's great. Any surprises? Well, I guess Ryan Newman finishing 42nd. That's definitely going to get a gap on Jeff Gordon and Ryan Newman in the points, especially since Gordon finished 3rd. Next up, the Pontiac Excitement 400 at Richmond. Junior wins. Surprises. Michael Waltrip got 10th again. Another 35th place start to get into the top 10. We started last. We even led a lap. We led our first lap in this series. But the surprises is definitely Tony Stewart and Dale Jarrett, along with Mark Martin and Rusty Wallace. A lot of strong drivers in the back. And yet there were no cautions, so I'm guessing there was a lot of engine trouble. And as we move on to the All-Star Open, which doesn't matter as much. Who won the Open? Jeff Burton, so he gets into the All-Star race. And of course, because of that, we can't enter. Now it's time for the Memorial Day tradition of the Coke 600. Your winner is Jeff Gordon. Surprises. Not in the top 10. But Tony Stewart once again wrecked out, along with Michael Waltrip, which is not good news for Stewart's attempt at the points. Let's move into the next race. The MBNA Armed Forces Family 400. Ryan Newman gets win number 3. Any surprises? Other surprises? Ricky Rudd 6th, Ward Burton 7th. We finished 39th again after starting dead last. Junior was the one that was a surprise this time. Blew his engine on lap 162, it looks like, and finished 41st. Matt Kenseth on lap 356 blew his engine and got out of the race. Okay, as long as we're getting that finish, it's fine with us. As we go right into the first race at Pocono, Jimmy Johnson gets win number 2, I believe. He started from the pole at 45 laps and won it by almost a couple of seconds. Any surprises? Another top 10 for Michael Waltrip. Consistency, at least, for the most part, apart from wrecking out a couple times. This time we got the 40th place finish. Not a lot of surprises this time in the back of the field. See how quick we could just move along? Kevin Harvick, I believe this is his first win. If not, this is definitely his second. Any other surprises? No. No. We had I think this is our best finish. We led 5 laps this time. I guess the only surprise is Kurt Busch finishing 42nd. And Bill Elliott finishing 41st. Man, we're on a roll. Jimmy Johnson gets the win at Infineon. I think that's his 3rd win of the year. Other surprises. Another top 10 for Michael Waltrip. And we finished 40th. Jeff Burton finished 42nd, so unlike in Thunder 2003, this might not be his best chance at winning a title. Jared wins the Pepsi 400, led 20 laps. Surprises, Sterling Marlin got in the top 10. Uh-oh, where did we finish? Yeah, there was another dead last finish. Oh well. On to the next one. This will be, of course, the last race before we do the mid-race points check. There's our sponsors. Only one caution is Junior wins at Chicagoland, getting a leading 34 of the 267 laps. Yeah, that's understandable. We started 38th. We get some money. I like it when we only have when there's more like instantaneous loading, you know. Craftsman on the front, Hills Brothers in the back. I don't think we can finish ahead of Casey Mears. We'll keep Hills Brothers on the side of the car too. About Craftsman there, and we'll put Hills Brothers back here as well. See. I love how instantaneous it was. That's how much of a speed improvement Thunder 2004 was from 2003. Alright, how's the standings? Gordon looking like he's gonna finally get his 5th title in this universe. He leads Bobby Labonte by 116 points. Newman's in 3rd by 129, and then a big gap between Newman and Johnson. 230, so 101 point difference there. Junior's in 5th, 277 points back. 6th place, the gap starts to form even more, as Dale Jarrett is 382 points back. Kurt Busch is in 7th, 418 back. Kevin Harvick 8th, 422 points. 9th place is Matt Kenseth. And Tony Stewart rounds out the top 10. A lot of simple stuff around this time. We go right into the next race at New Hampshire. Junior gets another win. Didn't get a good start, but considering our car is a good finish, 39th place. Last car running. Michael Waltrip only lasted 3 laps before getting wrecked out. Any surprises in the top 10? No. I think these first few seasons are going to go pretty much as normal as you can get. We go right into the second race at Pocono. Harvick gets another win. There might be a few surprises here and there. Nothing as shocking as a rookie winning his first race at the last race of the season. Started 40th, finished 37th. Any surprises at the back? Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Jeff Gordon wrecked and finished 42nd. That's going to give these guys up here a good points boost. And as a reminder, once we get past the 27th race, it's free check at any time. Unless, of course, it's too far of a gap, as Gordon more than makes up for his wreck at Pocono with a win at the Brickyard. We got 2nd, Labonte 4th. No real surprises. We finished 38th. Vicky Rudd and, Junior blew his engine at lap 122. His teammate Jeff Green blew it 3 laps later. Hey, buddy. Glad you can make it. Hope you don't mind me going through these menus for the next 2 hours. Ricky Rudd, there we go, gets his first win of the season. That may be the closest thing we get to a surprise all season long. Positions, no real surprise. We have our best finish yet at 35th place after starting 39th. DEI cars of Michael Waltrip and Jeff Green couldn't get through and wrecked. I don't think they wrecked, but they blew their engine for sure. As we ride along into Michigan for the Michigan 400. Jeff Gordon gets another win. That's his second in 3 races. Bonnie finishes second. Any surprises? No. We started dead last, but somehow moved up the field to 37th. I guess Kurt Busch could be the only surprise. He wrecked out or he blew his engine on lap 68. On to the Sharpie 500 at Bristol. Dale Jed with another win. Bobby Labonte with his second place finish in a row. Kurt Busch went from 33rd to 3rd. And he even led a lap, so that's something. Michael Waltrip back into the top 10. Another dead last start, but we move up the field to 34th, so that's good. Mark Martin finished 40th, Ryan Newman 42nd, and Kevin Harvick finished last. So that's the surprise of this race. As it's time for the Mountain Dew Southern 500. Jimmy Johnson with another win. Bobby Labonte with a top 10. Ricky Rudd finished second. Gordon did not do well. Where did he finish? Oh, where did he? I guess it must have been just outside the top 10 then. Yeah, 11th place. Mountain out of molehills, right? This wasn't our best race. We got the qualifying done, but we finished 42nd this time. We wrecked at lap 266. Next up, back to Richmond for the Chevy Rock and Roll 400. Matt Kenseth, I believe, got his second win of the season. Surprises, yes, Jeff Green got into the top 10. Not common for him. And we finished 37th. Any surprising wrecks in the back? Yes, Tony Stewart finished 43rd. That's not something you would expect from him. And we got one race to go. The Sylvania 300 at New Hampshire. There you see all the sponsors clear out, which means the contract is over. Jeff Gordon wins again. I'm confident he's going to win the title at this rate. Where did we finish? Yeah, it was bound to happen again. Dead last finishes. Next up is the Dover 400. So let's go ahead and get our sponsors. Put Nikon at the back again this time. I guess 35th in points will do fine. And then Pressman. And again, Hills Brothers. Alright, time to check on the sponsors. I guess the standings, sorry. See how big of a gap. Ah, yes, it's only 15 points this time between Labonte and Gordon. So, right now, again, the guys with the realistic shot are the ones that are within 150 points or so. And right now, that's just these 4 guys. Gordon, Labonte, Johnson, and Newman. They're the ones that have the best shot. As we go right along. Harvick with the win. Labonte getting more points than Gordon. Oh, no, never mind. Gordon actually beat Labonte by 1 point this time, so the gap has increased ever slightly. The big winner this time around was Newman. He didn't lead a lap, but he's got an 8-point advantage on Gordon this time. And a 12-point gain on Johnson, so there's a bit of a inch gain there as Harvick went from 35th to 1st. Meanwhile, we had our worst race yet. Well, not our worst race, but still a bad race, all things considered. We wrecked at lap 225. As we finally make our stop at the Talladega Superspeedway for the EA Sports 500. Gordon got the win that time. Labonte still hanging in there, but that's a lot of points lost. That's a 30-point gain on Gordon there. Meanwhile, Newman and Johnson still get in the top 10. Oh boy. We got the good start, but we didn't get the good finish. Next stop, we got Kansas. Sorry. Uh-oh. Hold on. We gotta wait for the internet to catch back up. Hopefully we're not gonna be in for another lag-heavy stream. There we go. Okay, I think it's gonna catch up a bit now. Apologies. There we go. Alright, we're back in the green. Yeah, see, there it is. So it's now a 41-point gap on between Labonte and Gordon. Newman starting to fade away there, but Johnson's still hanging in there. And you can also see how much money they earned. As usual, we will check the stats after the season at Homestead. Next up, Harvick gets the win. This time, Labonte gets the points increase. Now, if only Harvick showed this consistency at the beginning of the season. Oh boy, where did Gordon finish? 38th place. That means that Labonte is clearly the new points leader. We finished 35th. We even led 8 laps. I consider that an absolute win. So let's see how many points difference it is now. Yeah, you see Labonte just took the lead. He has not gotten a win for the record so far this season, but if you look at his average finish at 5.6, you can see why he is leading the points. He has only failed to get outside the top 10 in 2 races. Ugh, not again. Hold on. I hate when this internet sometimes, lags a bit. Uh-oh. Oh no, we're not doing this again, are we? No? Are we? I don't think so. At least I hope not. No, we're in the green. Okay, good. Okay. Sorry about that. Second time it started. I don't know, I just picked a playlist of Gran Turismo songs. If it is, then it is, and I just don't know it. Alright, next up, back to Lowe's for race 2 there for the UAW 500. Gordon gets the slight edge over Labonte, a nice 8-point gain. So he gained a little bit. As Matt Kenseth gets another win. We got a 39th place finish. Tony Stewart finished 40th. Michael Waltrip 41st. As we are now 5 races to go, as we finally got a sponsor unhappy, folks. Nikon has left the team. This is why we gotta have the start at 40th place, so we'll have easy. Again, I'm tired of all this, stopping and starting with the internet. We'll put Easy Care on the side of the car as well. Alright, so 5 races to go. Next up is the Subway 500. Ward Burton gets his second win of 2003. Surprisingly at Martinsville. And Gordon's still getting gains. That's a 10-point gap. 10-point close now. So that's 20 points he gained in the last 2 races. So anything can still happen. Another 38th place finish for us. Matt Kenseth finished 43rd. Next up is Atlanta. There we go. Labonte gained his points back. and then some. He finished third while Junior wins the race. Oh boy. Where did Gordon finish? He wrecked again. He's engine blew on lap 237. And Warburton, of course, negated his win with another DNF. Or did not finish for sure. We started 40th and finished 34th. That is now our best finish of the 2003 season. So how much did that points gain affect the championship? It's now a 160-point gain with 3 races to go. And it's now over Newman instead of Gordon. So this championship is not 100% clinched yet. Newman can still win this championship. Gordon can even still win this championship. To go to round 34. But that second place finish just made it more unlikely. Gordon probably goes back into second place in the standings with this finish. So yeah, I guess these first couple of season things are going to stand pretty much normal. 35th place finish again. And we actually completed every lap this time. Stewart finished 43rd. That's the shock of the race. How about now? Have we clinched it yet? If Labonte gets another good finish, then I will essentially call this championship clinched. And Labonte finally gets championship number 2. Let's see how this goes. Yep, I'm calling it. Bobby Labonte has won the 2003 NASCAR Winston Cup Series Championship. Tony Stewart gets his, I believe this is his second win of 2003. We finished 37th. Mark Martin finished last. Dale Jarrett 38th. And finally, over at Homestead, Miami, Gordon got the win, but it's irrelevant. Labonte continued his strong, consistent season with another top 10 finish. He started 40th, finished 37th. Good run there. So all in all, I consider it a good season. As the season is over, hey, you see it. Bobby Labonte wins by 103 points. Oh wait, no, not 103. It's 203 points. What was I thinking? But there you see the trophy. He did not get a single win, but he again only failed to get out of the top 10 twice all season long. So there you see, the perfect example. You do not have to win races to win a championship. And Bobby Labonte proved it with a 5.4 average finish. These are more points than when he won the title with 4 wins in 2000. So he gets Joe Gibbs' partnership with Chevy off on the right foot. 4 poles for him as well. He finished half the season in the top 5. How did Newman do? He got 2 wins, which is more than his rookie year. And of course the second place points finish, so another top 10 points run for him. Gordon seemed to fade a bit at the end there. 29 top 10s. Finished 3rd in the standings, so that's 3 straight top 5 finishes. Jimmy Johnson also had a strong year. Finished 4th in the standings, continuing the momentum of his strong rookie season. Junior finished 5th with 4 wins. 32 top 10s and 18 top 5s. Matt Kenseth finished with 4 wins, just 1 off of last season's total. Yeah, you see there. Good Busch with no wins, but had a strong enough season to get into the top 10. Finished 2nd a couple of times. Kevin Harvick with 5 wins, in 2003, but a ton of DNFs. He was nowhere near consistent as Labonte. Dale Jarrett with a 9th place finish. He got 4 wins. But again, inconsistency killed him. And not as much as Tony Stewart, though. He could not repeat as champion, but Joe Gibbs goes 2 for 2. He only got 1 win this season. But he kept wrecking at the worst possible times. So there you see other winners that we did not get to mention. Jeff Burton won the Open, but that doesn't count. Ricky Rudd won at the Glen. And Ward Burton won twice. Those two are the only drivers that did not finish in the top 10 in points win a race. Of course, they didn't get to win it, but your Rookie of the Year is Casey Mears, edging out his teammate Jamie McMurray. There you see Gordon and Junior both got 7 poles. Other pole sitters were Michael Waltrip, Elliott Sadler, Mark Martin, Kenny Wallace even has a pole. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. led the most laps with 692. How many laps did we lead this season? 16. I consider that a victory. Alright, it's time to move on to the new season. Let's see who has retired. This year's retirements goes to Mike Skinner and Brett Bodine. Stan Barrett in that 60 car is going to replace Mike Skinner. But nobody's going to replace Brett Bodine in the number 11 Hooters Ford. Let's take a look at his stats. He only had 1 career win all the way back in 1990 at North Wilkesboro, I believe. He hadn't gotten a top 5 since 1993. So good on him to keep racing. But unfortunately, he did not do well in this championship at all. Meanwhile, Mike Skinner's stats are these. He never got a win. He didn't get a top 10 this year. Fortunately, he just found himself at the back of the pack this season. There you go. We don't need to change stats. Let's go ahead and save the EA Sports bio. Oh wait, no, we can't. Never mind. Let's go ahead and sign our team again. Let's just quick sign him. Of course, we gotta go with Craftsman as our primary sponsor. Easy Care staying on the side of the car since we signed them late. Windcraft finally gets a turn to sponsor the car. And we'll put Kmart right there. So you guys ready? Oh, wait. We gotta do what we do best, and that's save. Yeah, see, Career 1's the one I've been working on. Career 2 is the one that's going to be we're going to use for the simulation here. So with that, let's move on to the 2004 Daytona 500. And your 2004 Daytona 500 winner, yes, he is. Alright, Ricky Rudd finally gets his second Daytona 500 win. Excuse me. Labonte keeping his strong top 10 run going. Where did we finish? We finished 38th and started 38th. No real surprises except for Matt Kenseth finishing 40th there. So we move along to race number 2 already. Junior gets his first win of the season. Any surprises? No. Where did we finish? I think we had to finish in the back. Yep. I know. Junior wins. No surprises. We may have a while before we get to see a real surprise. Bobby Labonte finally getting a win to go along with his championship. I forgot to see where he finished. There we go, a little bit. Ward Burton 8th, Sterling Marlin 9th. Ricky Craven with a 10th place finish. And meanwhile, we finished 38th. Gordon finished 41st, and Junior finished 40th. So some interesting runs there. As we move right along. Our contract ran out on the side of the car. Kevin Harvick gets his first win of the season. Michael Waltrip finishes 10th. We finished 40th and started 40th. Last car to finish on the lead lap there. It's time to get some new sponsorship. Put Kmart on the back this time. And on the side we'll have Windcraft. At least we're making a lot of money, that's good. Alright, Kevin Harvick winning 2 in a row there. Sterling Marlin finished 6th. We finished 37th, so that's a good run there. Again, last car to finish all the laps, right? Yep. Dale Jarrett, though, finished 48th. Could only get to lap 60 before his engine gave way. Next up is Bristol. Matt Kenseth, I believe that's his second win of the season. As it looks like Bobby Labonte's top 10 streak has finally come to an end. Yeah, he wrecked out at lap 371. We got another 39th place finish. Any other surprises? No, Michael Waltrip got a top 10, but that's it. As we head on over to Texas. Gordon's finally got a win. Bonnie's still in the top 10. He's hanging in there at least. Meanwhile, we finished 39th. No real surprises in the back of the pack. As we head on to Talladega for the Aaron's 499. Harvick gets win number 3. Could this be a season? Ricky Craven gets a top 5. That's it. How far back did we finish? 40th and 40th. That's all we could ever ask for. Ricky Rudd finished 41st, so he's not going to be able to capitalize on his good, on his Daytona 500 win. Next simulation. Gordon gets another win. Labonte 8th, Ricky Rudd got 10th. We finished 37th, so not bad. Trying to fill up some more sponsorships. Bill's brother, welcome back to the front of the car, guys. Crossmaker go on to the side. Bill's brother's here. And Crossman there. Alright. It's good. Time to check out our first points check of the season. And it's Ryan Newman that's in front by 29 points over Tony Stewart. Jeff Gordon third by 40 points. Kurt Busch is fourth by 97. Junior's in fifth by 116. Not far behind is Mark Martin. Let me check. Yeah, Harvick's got 3 wins, but he's had inconsistent finishes. And that puts him at 7th. Matt Kenseth 8th, Labonte 9th. So even with a win, he's starting to fade a little bit. Again, he's only failed to finish outside the top 10 once. But he hasn't had as many top 5s already. And Sterling Marlin is 10th. Go ahead and simulate another race weekend. There we go. Kurt Busch finally gets a win. Ryan Newman is second. He keeps his points standings above Tony Stewart. He gained 5 points that time. Labonte's in fourth, so that helps him out a little bit. Other surprises, Jeff Redden 10th. We finished 38th. Kevin Harvick finished 40th. Gordon 41st, and Jarrett 42nd. Interesting as we go into Richmond. Newman with another win. And Labonte's finally getting back into consistent form. He was 1 lap away from... Oh, no, he wasn't. Who led the most laps? Oh, Michael Waltrip led the most laps. Elliott Sadler gets his first top 10 of the season. And meanwhile, we got our bad finish. Only one driver blew his engine on lap 256, sorry. And that's Jimmy Johnson. Next up comes the All-Star Open. Again, this race doesn't count for surprises. Sterling Marlin with the win. He's going to move on. As we go right along to the Coca-Cola 600. Bobby Labonte win number 2. So that's going to get a little bit of a gap back to Ryan Newman and a little bit more on Tony Stewart. I think Stewart just got the points lead, but again, we're not going to check until after the Tropicana 400. Any other surprises? No. How bad did we finish then? Yeah, not a good run this time. If we don't get back some good runs soon, we may lose our sponsorships. Junior got the win. Stewart got 3rd. Newman got 5th. Labonte 6th. That's about it. How bad did we finish this time? Started 39th, but finished 41st. Could only beat Ashton Lewis. Yep, we lost our qualifying sponsor. What else is new? Let's go ahead and sign up a new one. Oh wait, no, that was the end of the contract. That's why. My bad. Easy Care. Welcome back to the back, guys. Alright, race 14. Mark Martin with his first win of the year. He finished 36th. Unfortunately, Labonte... oh, excuse me. Labonte finished 37th. So we could be in for an interesting point structure when we get out of the season, or into the midway point, as Kurt Busch gets win number 2. And there we see Labonte start to fade. Another back-of-the-pack finish for him. But Newman also got a back-of-the-pack finish. That may put Tony Stewart in the points lead. Now, if that's true, we may see an era of dominance from Joe Gibbs. Another second-place finish. Jimmy Johnson with another win at Infineon. Newman 4th. Labonte 6th. How bad we finished? 42nd. We wrecked out at lap 27. Gordon with a last place finish there. Newman's got his Pepsi 400 win. And Labonte wrecked out, so his title hopes are gone. He's not going to repeat this season. As we head into the Tropicana 400. Ricky Rudd with another win. Labonte back into the top 5. Meanwhile, it looks like we had a decent finish this time, but only because of so many wrecks, including Tony Stewart, finishing 36th. We'll see how that affects the point standings, as we now gotta re-sign some sponsors. Kmart, it's your turn at the front. Crossman, it's your turn at the side. Team sponsor goes to Hills Brothers. And the side sponsor will put Advanced Auto Parts there. Alright, now it's time for the mid-season points check. Yeah, Newman's starting to pull away, especially after Stewart's bad finish at Chicagoland. Now a 74-point gap. And again, it's the same as before. These 4 drivers have the best shot at winning the title. So Newman, Stewart, Jr., and Kurt Busch. In real life, it was Kurt Busch's season, but this was before the chase for the Cup. So let's see what happens if there was no chase for the Cup. As we move right along to New Hampshire. Gordon gets the win, but Newman gets second, so that helps him out a bit. Michael Walter for the top 5. Junior got 8th. No real surprises here in the back. I'm going to move right along to Pocono for the second race. Bobby Labonte win number 3 this season. But too bad his inconsistent wrecks in the back is going to cost him his title. That's Newman 6th, Junior's third, Stewart's fourth, and Kurt Busch is seventh. Johnny Benson with a top 10, though. That's interesting. Any surprises in the back? Yeah, Harvick finished 41st, and Matt Kenseth 43rd. Alright, let me rest up my voice a little bit as we head to the Brickyard. Gordon with another win. Labonte 6th. Sterling Marlin 9th, that's a surprise. We finished 40th. Newman finished 41st. That's the real surprise. As we head back to the Glen. Who's the surprise winner this time? No one. It's Jeff Gordon. He may make a comeback at this, but all the points runners finished in the top 4. Or top 5, I should say. With the exception of Junior. Where did he finish? Oh, where did Junior finish? He finished 41st. Alright, our contract ended on the back of the car. It's nice that we're actually doing respectable with these with these sponsorships. Apart from one sponsor failure, we've only had to re-sign at weird spots really a few times, but still. Jared gets his first win of the season. Junior makes up for this bad finish at Watkins Glen with a second place finish. But again, it's still the usual runners in the top. Oh no, where did Stewart? Oh, he wrecked out. That's not good. Next stop is Bristol. Oh no, I knew I was going to do that eventually. Darn it. I knew I was going to press that button eventually. And it finally happened this time. So, get to at least see Bristol Night for a bit. Had to get out of there because that is bound to slow down the game. Yeah, didn't mean to press that one. Let's go to Simulate. Ward Burton with his first win of 2004, sorry. Let's see, Mark won 3rd, Newman 4th, Labonte 5th, Junior 6th, and Stewart 8th. So again, all the front runners are right where they need to be. Everybody finished. That's good for them at least. We're not there yet. Next up is Darlington, and Jimmy Johnson gets win number 2. Johnny Benson with a top 5 finish there. Terry Labonte gets his first top 10 in a long time, which actually almost mimicked real life because Terry Labonte won the Southern 500 that year. But instead, he gets a 7th place finish. Meanwhile, we got 37th. Junior finished 40th. That's the only surprise there. We continue with the quick races. Kenseth with the win. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Kenseth with another win. Newman 2nd. Labonte 4th. Junior 5th. Stewart 6th. Ward Burton with another top 10. Ricky Craven with a top 10 of his own. I doubt he's watching, but I'm sure he appreciates the sentiment. Gordon wrecked on lap 8 of all laps. And Kurt Busch wrecked on lap 276. So that's going to shake up the standings as we go through the last race simulation at New Hampshire. Kenseth with the win. Junior 4th. Newman 5th. Labonte 6th. Ward Burton with another top 10. Kurt Busch finished 11th. And we got another 40-40. As it's time to renew some sponsorships. We'll put Easy Care on the front this time. Since those are the 40th place sponsorships are the only ones I'm confident we can accomplish. Despite the improved car we get in, it seems, in simulations. And Easy Care also goes to the driver's side of the car. Alright. We are 3/4 of the way through the season. Newman's keeping a pretty consistent gap. And it's right now a 2-driver race between Newman and Stewart, unless they wreck out, which is possible. Oh, well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you like those. Glad you like those 2 photos I did. let's see. We consider Junior the dark horse of this competition. He's still way back in the points, but again, anything can happen here. As we go on to race 28 at Dover. Stewart with the win, and Newman actually gets a points gap on Junior. So Stewart's actually going to gain a lot on Newman. That's a 30-point gain. So he's closing in a little bit. Ricky Craven got 7th. We finished 34th. That's tied for our best finish, especially since Labonte wrecked out. Bobby Labonte wrecked out along with Kevin Harvick. Next up is the EA Sports 500. Jerry Nadeau finished 7th. Matt Kenseth with yet another win, but he is not getting the consistent finishes he needs. Newman got 2nd, so he gained a little bit back on Stewart, who finished 9th. 138 compared to 175. So that's like he gained all those points he lost in Dover. So we're back to pretty much about the same. Meanwhile, Junior finished 6th. We started last. Gordon wrecked out. And we finished 39th. Next up is Kansas. Gordon made up for his loss in Talladega with a win at Kansas. It's going to be Stewart that's going to get some points this time on Newman. Especially since Newman finished dead last. Dead last. Let's see what that fixes the standings now. It's now a 36-point gap. Kurt Busch now takes over 3rd place from Junior. So yeah, it's a 36-point gap. Anything can happen with 6 races to go. Next stop is Lowe's. And Newman made up the gap quite easily with a win at Lowe's. Stewart got 4th, but that's not enough. Any other surprises? Nope. How bad did we finish? 41st and 41st. And I believe it's time to renew the back of the car sponsorship. Yes, it is. We'll put Kmart at the back as well. So let's go ahead and simulate into the next race. Ward Burton with another win. That's 4 wins in this career mode for him. That's a surprise so far. As Stewart's actually going to gain a little bit of points. Oh, again, another wreck out for Newman. Stewart, I believe, has just taken over the points lead with that turn of events. Alright, let's see what happened this time. This is just going to keep going back and forth at this point. Now Stewart's the one that wrecked out. So I believe Newman just got all those points back. We'll see how it went. Yes, he did. It's now a 55-point gap. But those 2 inconsistent finishes puts Junior and Kurt back into the title chase with 3 races to go. It's a long shot, but they're still mathematically in. Alright, how'd this one go? This one finished more... They finished the exact same in points, with Kevin Harvick getting another win. So it's again gonna... Alright, so there went that theory, as it's once again between these two, with 2 races to go. Simulate. Oh boy. Yeah, Newman getting really close to clinching that title. It's a 65-point gap. Anything can happen at Homestead. Junior is still mathematically in the title chase. He needs to win at Homestead and hope that Newman and Stewart both wreck out. Specifically Stewart. Well, specifically Newman, I should say. Alright, here we go. The winner is Harvick. Newman finishes 3rd. He is your 2004 NASCAR Cup Series champion. Terry Labonte with another top 10 finish. course, we got the dead last finish. We wrecked on lap 6. So now it's time to take a look at the point standings. How good was Ryan Newman? 3 wins. He only failed to get out of the top 10, to get into the top 10 4 times. He's got 5 poles and 3 wins. Stewart only had 1 win to his name, but had a less of an average finish. Oh no, we had a better average finish, but those wrecks at the end killed him. Junior made a valiant effort, but he still finished 3rd in the standings despite 2 wins and an average finish of 8.6. Mac Kenseth had 5 wins, but you saw he had a lot of back-of-the-pack finishes, a lot of DNFs. Kurt Busch had 2 wins this year, and he finished 5th in the standings. So he couldn't be the real-life title champion. Labonte got another good set of wins, 3. But again, back to the packs. 6th place went to Jimmy Johnson. He had 2 wins this season, and therefore 7th in the standings. Wouldn't finish in the back despite getting 6 wins. I don't know if that was a way of evening things out or not, but who knows. Mark Martin got a win this year, but again, inconsistency puts him in 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is Kevin Harvick, who had 6 wins, but only 20 top 10s. You're not going to win a championship with those stats. Alright, apart from Mark Martin, who else? Sterling Marlin got a win. Ricky Rudd got a win. I think he got 2 wins. Yeah, he got the 500 win, that's right. Ward Benton got 2 wins this season, right? Yeah, he got 2 wins. One at Bristol and one at Martinsville. He dominated the short tracks this year. Alright, no rookie drivers. Tony Stewart had the most poles this year with 9. Gordon had 8. Newman 5. Junior 4. Martin 4. Rudd had 3. Kurt Busch had 2. And Jimmy Johnson had 1. So we had 8 different pole sitters this season. Who led the most laps? That, of course, went to Ryan Newman by almost 170. And this year we didn't. Oh, we did. We led more laps this season. Victory! We led 36 laps this season. Yeah, I mentioned at the beginning, this is also a 20-year game. So again, after once we reach the 2023 season, it's over. Alright, it's time to start a new season. Let's see who retired this time. Yeah, 3 notable drivers: Kenny Wallace, Kevin LePage, and Ken Schrader. Kevin LePage definitely raced more than 2 years, as you see in his rookie years. But he was not in NASCAR 2002 for NASCAR Thunder 2003 for some reason. So officially, he only raced for 2 years, even though I know he raced for more. And Kenny Wallace, the big name out of the 3 of them, one of the more popular drivers in the series. He didn't get a win. He only got 6 top 5s. He didn't get a pole, remember, in the 2003 season. But unfortunately, we had no drivers replacing them, so they're gone. As we move right along to start the next season. Trying to sign our team. Sign up some new sponsors. Easy Care, of course. Came on in the back because of previous engagements. Craftsman on the side as well on this one. Team side, we'll put Hills Brothers. And on the driver's side, we'll have Kmart. Alright, so we got our cars, we got our crew. Let's save and go ahead and start Season 3 of this career mode. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be the same plan as before. 5 years of stream. So let's go ahead and simulate and see who wins the 2005 Daytona 500. Your winner is Jeff Gordon. What a surprise. We finished 37th, so not bad. Kevin Harvick, defending champ Brian Newman, had his engine fail with 8 laps to go. So who knows where he was gonna finish. As we move on to The Rock at Subway 400, and Junior gets the win this time. Gordon gets second. Oh boy, we're gonna see a title run for him. Newman gets 9th. Ward Burton got 9th. Ryan Newman got 10th. Meanwhile, we finished 40th. No surprises again as we go on to race number 3 at Vegas. Ricky Rudd gets his first win of the season. Good on them. Any other surprises? Jerry Nadeau got 10th. That's a surprise. We got another 39th place finish. Matt Kenseth finished 41st. That's the only surprise on this one. Alright, next up is Atlanta. Mark Martin gets a win there. Good run for him. Any surprises? Ward Burton with another top 10 finish. And Rusty Wallace gets 10th. Meanwhile, we finished 40th. Jerry Nadeau couldn't keep his hot streak going. We couldn't follow up his top 10 finish and gets 42nd. Kevin Harvick finished 43rd. That's the only other real surprise. As we're moving right along. Oh, right. Gotta sign a new backup car sponsor. This time we're gonna have Easy Care sponsor the back of the car as well. As we go into our first race at Darlington. Mark Martin, 2 wins in a row. There we go. Sterling Marlin got 8th, but I'm not really counting that as much as a surprise. Anything in the back here? Yeah, Jeff Gordon 37th. And Ward Burton finished 42nd. So there went his strong run there. We're heading into round 6 at Bristol. Jimmy Johnson wins his first race of the season. Uh-oh. Where did Martin finish? 41st. Okay, so 2 wins. Kind of negated by his 41st place finish there. Gordon 42nd. Ricky Rudd finished 43rd. Next stop is Texas. Junior, I believe, gets his first win of the season. Ricky Craven got 7th. Mark Martin 9th. We finished 38th. Tony Stewart finished 42nd. Next up is Talladega. And Stewart made up for his 41st place finish with a win again. That's kind of been the theme so far this season. Mark Martin with another top 10 finish. Oh, I forgot to check where we finished, darn it. Oh, well, not that it matters much. Kevin Harvick with his first win of the season. Mark Martin 2nd. Finished 38th. Anything in the back? Yeah, Ryan Newman finished 42nd after starting on the pole. And we led a lap this year. Good news on that front. It's time to put in the sponsorships. Go, Kmart, and finally we'll put Advanced Auto. Alright, time for our first points check of the season. It's Junior that's got the lead on Bobby Labonte by 36 points. Johnson's back by 107, and Mark Martin is 142 points back. So the only real surprise of the season has been whenever Ward Burton wins a race. He's done that 4 times. Meanwhile, Jeff Gordon wins at Auto Club Speedway. Ricky Craven with a top 10 finish. And meanwhile, we finished 41st as we're starting to see the fantasy drivers start to come in. Next stop, Richmond for the Pontiac Excitement 400. Matt Kenseth gets the win this time. Mark Barton 7th. Michael Waltrip finished 10th. And no surprises in the back. Next up is the All-Star Open. Michael Waltrip gets the win there, so he goes to the All-Star race. Not that it matters for us. Next up is Matt Kenseth winning the Coke 600. Some good runs there. Ward Burton almost got into the top 10 there. He got 11th. Kurt Busch finished 42nd. Meanwhile, we finished 40th. So, good run there. Next up is Dover for the first time. Harvick with the win. Craven got 4th. Good for him. We finished 39th, but no real surprises in the back. Rusty Wallace got 9th, but that's it. Alright, those 4 races are over, so it's time to get a new sponsor in the back of the car. And that's going to be Advanced Auto Parts. Hopefully we can get some good points there. Next up is Simulation. Kurt Busch with the win. We finished 41st. Any surprise in the rest of the top 10? No, not really. As we head into the Sirius Satellite Radio 400. Winner that time is Kevin Harvick. Again, Ward Burton almost cracking into that top 10. Meanwhile, we get 42nd. Next stop is Infineon. Jeff Gordon gets the win there. Ryan Newman finished 38th. So that's a surprise. Martin with a 15th place finish there. Almost time for the mid-season points check as we head to the Pepsi 400. Junior with the win there. Oh boy, where did both the Labonte brothers finish in the back with wrecks? At least engine failures. And finally, the Tropicana 400 goes to Tony Stewart. Johnny Benson finished 8th. But apart from that, no surprises, as it's time to renew some sponsorships. Crossman gets to go on the front of the car. Kmart got in the side of the car. Crossman on the team side. Hills Brothers on the driver part of it. How's the points looking? Junior's looking like his consistent form. He is well out in front. He's gonna need a wreck. Or, sorry, Labonte. The rest of the drivers in this top 5 need Junior to wreck, so it's wide, so the championship is wide open again. We'll see if we get it. Oh, Michael Waltrip gets his first non-super speedway win with a New Hampshire win. That's the first real surprise since Ward Burton won those races. Junior finished 8th. Gordon 2nd. Stewart 4th. Labonte 3rd. Newman 7th. Jamie McMurray almost got a top 10 there. He got 11th. I keep forgetting to check where we finished. Again, not that it matters much, but it's nice to see. What else? Tony Stewart got 1st at Pennsylvania at the Pocono 500. The Pennsylvania 500. Labonte 2nd. Junior got 5th, so he's still consistently there. Michael Waltrip followed up his win with a top 10, so that's good for him. He finished 39th. Martin just continually fading away. He finished 41st. I want to check the standings so bad, but you know my rule. I can't check until the 9 races to go. Alright, Stewart putting a little bit of a gap on Junior. That's a 10-point gap there. Gordon wins. Mark Martin finished 5th. No surprises. Where did we finish? 42nd. We barely managed to beat a fantasy driver. As it looks like this is the last race for the sponsor in the back. Another win for Kevin Harvick. Michael Waltrip with another top 10. That's 3 out of the last 4 races in the top 10 for Waltrip. And put in the back of the car sponsor. We'll do Easy Care there. I want to check, but you know my rules. Newman got the win this time. It's Newman and Junior that finished starting and finishing order this time. Labonte 4th. Stewart 5th. Ward Burton finally got back into the top 10. And how far back did we finish? 42nd. I gotta check. It's, yes, still remained relatively the same. Only the Gibbs drivers are starting to have a shot. But they need to keep finishing ahead of Junior, or Junior again needs to wreck. Heading into the Sharpie 500. Yeah, that didn't happen. Instead, Junior gained 9 points. Wait, no, only 4 points though on Labonte. But he gained a lot on Stewart, so he's starting to fade away a bit there. Meanwhile, we finished 34th. Apart from Michael Waltrip finishing 38th. Oh yeah, Matt Kenseth 39th. Harvick 37th. Ward Burton can keep his night race going and finishes 41st. On for another race. Next up at the Darlington Raceway. Junior keeping his consistent form. He may be the champion at the end of this season at this rate. As Jimmy Johnson gets another win. Meanwhile, we finished 37th. Not much attempts of surprises in the back there as we head to Richmond next. And it's... oh, wait. Labonte slowly made a gain. He got 1 point on Junior. As Harvick gets another win. Ward Burton again in the top 10. How far back did we go? 42nd. Alright, last race before we really check the standings. And another better finish for Junior, even though he did not lead a lap. Ricky Rudd gets his win. Ricky Craven finished 7th. Michael Waltrip back in the top 10. How far back did we... oh! 32nd! That is our best finish to date. The only surprise is Gordon finished 39th. So, how big is his points lead now? 177. Again, it's going to have to come down to Rex, or Labonte's going to have to win some more races. Oh, right, sponsor time. Who do we got? Hills Brothers. We'll have Easy Care on the front. We'll have Craftsman on the side this time, along with Hills Brothers. And we'll put Easy Care there as well. Alright, 9 races to go in the season. That means free reign to check if necessary. And right now it's not necessary. Stewart has pretty much just clinched himself out of the championship chase. Another top 10 for Labonte, but that's a win for Junior. That puts it well above 200 point gap there. That or just above 200 points. How about here? Labonte made some gains. That's a 29 point gain on... oh no, that's a 19 point gain on on Junior there. Bill Elliott got a top 10. Good for him. We wrecked out at lap 23, so that's not good. 7 races to go. I'll simulate again. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Labani wrecked out. I'm gonna declare Junior the champion now, unless he wrecks in these next two races. Nope, Junior finished third. And Labani wrecked again. Yeah, I'm gonna do it now. I'm declaring Dale Earnhardt Jr. the 2005 NASCAR Cup Series champion. I do not even have to check. It's gonna take a big wreck streak for any driver to catch up to Junior. Oh, there we go. Ward Burton wins again. Another strong finish from Junior this time. Meanwhile, we finished 37th. No real surprises. 4 races to go. Labani third. And Junior finished 9th. So that's some points gained, but that is nowhere near enough at this point. Yeah, it's Johnson now that's closing in on Junior. But again, wrecks have to happen. If Junior keeps finishing the races, he's going to win the championship. No doubt about it. And there we go again. 8th place finish. Meanwhile, Johnson finished 13th. So I'm going to go ahead and declare it now. Meanwhile, we finished 40th. Not bad. Yeah, Labani wrecked out. His championship hopes is over. What we needed happen to Junior happened to Labani. So, yep, that's it. I'm declaring it now. Unless all Junior needs to do is finish, stay above last place, and he wins the championship. Well, he did more than that. He finished third. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is your 2005 NASCAR Cup Series champion. Jerry Nadeau finished 7th. Ward Burton finished 8th. And we finished 40th. I noticed that Dale Jarrett there didn't even get a lap in. Let's not bother with the associate sponsor now. We'll just re-sign it when this race ends. Gordon wins. Junior finished 3rd. That just cements it even more. That was just domination that we expected back in NASCAR Thunder 2003. Junior only had 4 wins, but he finished in the top 10 every single race. That is consistency. He deserved his first title this year. You see, and it was not even close. We're back to the NASCAR Thunder 2003 era of not even close of a finish there. But Jimmy Johnson also had 4 wins as well, so don't count him out there. Stewart also had 4 wins. That's tied for the most. Oh no, that's took over his 2nd best season in terms of wins. 2 wins for Newman. Yeah, you see those stats there. 7 wins for Gordon. But again, he could not get the same consistency as Junior. Labani finished, he finished 5th, 6th in the points, sorry. He couldn't get a win, but he did finish in the top 10 32 times. He's consistently up there. But he wasn't as consistent as Junior this year. 2 wins for Kenseth. Kurt Busch got a win this year. Mark Martin got 2 wins. Finished 9th in the points. And Dale Jarrett also got a win. But he only finished in the top 10 half the season. Less than half the season. And that puts him at 10th in the standings. Better than last season, though, for sure. There are all the fantasy drivers. You can only get to 42nd in the points. So how many career wins does that put at Ward Burton now? That win at Martinsville got him 10 career wins. That win was also his only top 5 of the season. You saw Michael Waltrip also got a win. That's his third win. His first that's not on Daytona. Oh wait, no. Yeah, his first win not at Daytona. And finally, we gotta go check the, no surprise, Scott Wimmer was the only one in an actual kind of licensed car in the 23 Pontiac. So, no, oh, I guess 23 Chevy, that's right. So, he's the Rookie of the Year. Despite nobody else really able to compete. All they just had to do was show up, and he did. Jimmy Johnson led the most laps this year at 833. A bit of an off year. We only led 24 laps this season. So good on those drivers. It's now time to start another new season. Who retired? Two champions of the sport, Terry Labonte and Phil Elliott. Labonte hadn't gotten a win since 1999 at Bristol, I believe. No, I don't remember when he won in 98. But he won the two championships, you see, 1984 and 1996. Finishes his career with 21 wins, an average finish of in the top 20. Meanwhile, we had another champion retiring. Unfortunately, Bill Elliott couldn't get a win in this career setting. He won the 1988 championship. He had been racing in this universe for almost 30 years. So 2 careers came to an end today. Of course, we're not going to change the settings. Can't save the bio as we are going to get ourselves some new sponsors. Good on Easy Care there. Advanced Auto. And Hills Brothers. Plus it's time to sign some new team members. There we go. Alright, time to save. What am I doing? I need to save here. Alright, it's time for Season 4 of the career mode. 2006. Time for another year of Cup Simulation. Jeff Gordon wins the second straight Daytona 500. Brian Vickers is finally in the game. We finished 36. Not bad. How much money did we... Did it show how much money we made? Not until we actually get there, I bet. I've got to check the rest of the top 10. But we can check them out, I guess, from here, kinda. Who else finished in that top 10? Jeff Burton, Jr. and Jarrett. Alright, not bad. Yeah, we made about $250,000 staying above 40th place there. As we head into North Carolina. Kevin Harvick gets his first win of the season. And again, we stayed above last place. Finishing 39th. Good run there. Next stop, Vegas. Kurt Busch gets his first win. The Vegas boy gets his first win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Ward Burton with a top 5. Good for him. Michael Waltrip with a top 10. And we finished 37th. Anything can happen in these early parts of the season, so unless it's a win, I'm not really counting it as a surprise. Kevin Harvick, I think, got his second win of the season. I already forgot. Ooh, excuse me. There's our last place finish. Other than that, no surprises. And that ends the secondary sponsorship, so time to get a new sponsor on the back of the car. And why not? We'll put Easy Care back there as well. Next stop, Darlington. And it's a win for Jeff Gordon. That's his second win of the season. Michael Waltrip finished 7th. That's it. Yeah, we finished last, so no surprises. Already on to the next race. Michael Waltrip with another top 10 finish as Matt Kenseth gets the win at Bristol this time. Jeff Britton got 10th. Good for him. We finished 34th, so that tied for our best finish ever. As who's the surprise? I guess Jimmy Johnson's the surprise. Not by much, though. It's already his second DNF of the season. Moving on. Next up, Gordon gets win number 3. Kurt Busch gets back in the top 5. Michael Waltrip with another top 10 finish. Junior finished last that time. We get 36th. Labonte finished 38th, Stewart 37th. We head on to Talladega. Junior made up for it with a win at Talladega. We're good with another top 10. Michael Waltrip with another top 10. We finished 36th, so at least we're staying consistent in terms of super speedway races as we head to Martinsville next. That's a win for Dale Jarrett. Good for him. We finished 35th this time as Gordon wrecked out along with Labonte. So it's time to re-sign the sponsors. Of course, Hills Brothers gets another shot at the top of the car. Gas stays at the back. Advanced Auto can go on the side here. Hills Brothers there. And Easy Care. Sounds good to me. Alright, now let's take a look at the standings heading into California like we always do. And it's Newman again on top. But it's a bit more wide open than it usually is. 7 drivers with a theoretical shot at the title. But we'll see if it holds. Step Gordon got the win. Walter finished 4th. And Newman's already out of the championship lead as soon as he got there. How bad was it? Bad. He wrecked out. So did we, by the way. On to Richmond next. Jimmy Johnson with the win that time. Finished 40th at the start of 40th, but Harvick wrecked out. So that's going to change the title chances again. I forgot to check the rest of the top 10 again. Why do I do that? Sterling Marlin wins the Open again for the second time in 3 years. As we are heading to the Coke 600. Dale Jarrett with the win this time. How bad did we do? Yeah, 42nd. Only one driver didn't finish. Next stop, Dover. Gordon with the win this time. Johnny Benson 6th. Ward Britton 9th and Jerry Nadeau 10th. Bit of surprises this time as Gordon gets the win. There goes the secondary sponsor. So let's go ahead and sign a new back of the car sponsor. Of course, gotta stick with Easy Care. This time we take on Pocono as Rusty Wallace finally gets a win in this career mode. Michael Waltrip with another top 10 finish. We wrecked at lap 35. So, nope, we got 42nd. Next stop, Michigan. Tony Stewart with the win. Michael Waltrip with another top 10. We're in 6th place. That's it. Where do we finish? 38th. Kurt Busch finished last, and Rusty Wallace followed up his win with a 39th place finish. Sponsors, nope. Next up is Infineon. Junior gets the win this time. Ward Britton 5th. Unfortunately, Michael Waltrip wrecked out, so his slim title hopes are gone. As the follow that up with another visit to the Pepsi 400. Kurt Busch gets the win this time. Michael Waltrip 9th. No real surprises in the back of the field as we go on to Chicagoland. Newman gets the win this time. Yeah, Ward Burton wrecked out this time. We wrecked 2 on lap 140. As it is time to re-sign those sponsors. Advanced Auto Parts, it's your turn to be the primary sponsor. Those brothers can go to the side. Okay, there. And Advanced Auto there. Anyway, I hope you're all enjoying this little stream again as we go through another career mode. It's time to check. And yeah, Gordon, this time it's Gordon that's barely in front of Newman. This time it's the top 6 that have a shot at the title. Newman has, of course, the best shot since he's only 38 points back. So we'll see what happens. Next up, Dale Jarrett got the win this time. Newman made a little bit of gains. Oh no, wait. No, yeah, he made a little gain. A 5-point gain on Gordon there. He has finished 10th. We finished 39th. Oh yeah, Fantasy Driver saw it on the pole this time, but you barely get to 2/3 of the distance. Next up comes Pocono. Michael Waltrip gets another win. That's his second win in the career mode. Harvick got second. Everybody seems to be shuffling around positions a lot. Where did we finish? Yeah, 42nd. We were the second car to wreck out. Woodford couldn't last a lap. Alright, are we going to get a surprise winner of the Brickyard? Nope, Junior wins. I guess Martin finishing 40th is a surprise, but not really. It's time to race at Glen. And Sterling Marlin gets the win this time. You can kind of count that as a surprise. Newman wrecked out. That's going to change up the standings a little bit. As now we got to go sign a new back of the car sponsor. Of course, we got to bring on Easy Care for that. You see our bank balance is at over $9 million. So these companies are just happy to have a back of the pack car finisher. A back of the pack finisher, I should say. Harvick wins at Michigan. No real surprises at the top. Meanwhile, we finished 41st. And I can't wait to see how the standings are going to look this season. Gordon gets the win at Bristol. Sterling Marlin with another top 10. Labonte finished 43rd. He didn't really have much of a shot, though, this year. Next up is Darlington. Tony Stewart with the win this time. No surprises at the back. Gordon barely hung on for a top 10. Rusty Wallace 7th. That's a surprise, I guess. As we are continuing on. Simulation. Ward Burton. He is dominating the short tracks in this career mode. Or at least in the first few seasons. I think half of his wins in this career mode came in the... I would say, like, yeah, most of the wins in this career mode came at the short track, with, of course, him winning repeating as Daytona 500 champion. Meanwhile, Johnny Benson, you see, got 10th. And we finished 37th. Any surprises at the back? Yeah, you could say Jimmy Johnson. I understand, man. Just glad you're able to make it this far. Well, hold on, are we at... Oh yeah, after this race. Yeah, don't worry, we'll be done soon. Rusty Wallace with win number 2, this time at New Hampshire. We're good with another top 10. How bad did we finish? 42nd. Alright, so that takes care of those sponsors. Let's go ahead and renew. We'll put Easy Care back on front. Ooh. Tough points one this time. We'll just... No. We'll do points this time. Hills Brothers there. And Advanced Auto. Alright. Alright, time to check on the point standing, see how that's affected everything. And Junior's in front by 15 points. Newman's got an outside shot at 114. We'll see what happens. Like we say, you never know. Winner is Kevin Harvick. Who finished better, Newman or Junior? As did they both wreck out? They both wrecked out, but technically Junior finished better. Oh, darn it! Not another red. Okay, never mind. I don't know what happened there. Harvick won. Stewart finished third, so that may actually help him out. Rusty Wallace got 8th. Let's see how that wreck affected the standings. Yeah, Gordon's now way out in front. Newman lost his shot at the title, pretty much. And Kenseth is 196 back, so he's got the outside shot. But he needs some wins, along with, as usual, a wreck from Gordon. But that did not help. Gordon with the win. Kenseth outside the top 10, that does not help. So Gordon increases the gap. It looks like it's going to be between Jeff Gordon and Junior this year. Again, barring a Gordon wreck. Let's see what happens. Junior gained a little bit. Johnson wins at Kansas. Another top 10 for Ward Burton. Meanwhile, we got 40th. No real surprises in terms of points. Keep moving right along. Jared got the win, but Gordon gets his points gap back on Junior. I think that's Jared's first one of the season. No surprises, nope. And we actually finished 34th, so that's continuing our run along the tie towards our best run. As our qualifying sponsor ended. So Hills Brothers, welcome to the back. I don't know why I keep saying brothers. It just sounds like it's so easy for me to say. Alright, on to Martinsville. Harvick gets the win this time. Junior is going to get a little bit of a gain on Gordon. That's a 21-point gain there. Check the standings. 39th place on both sides. So good runs there. Check the points as we lost another sponsor. Oh, what am I doing like that? Yeah, it's still between Gordon and Junior. It's an 84-point gap. Oh, we've lost a bunch of sponsors. Oh, just a couple. See, I told you though the 35th points one was gonna be the tough one to get. We crap down there as well. So with 4 races to go, Harvick got the win. Gordon, I don't know, where did he finish? Oh wait, he's still in the top 10, but barely. But that's a big point swing in Junior's favor. That's now a 48-point gap. Well, it's still between those two, unless of course they both wreck. Nope, Junior got another gap on. Well, how much actually? Actually, like a 5-point gap. As Jared gets another win. Michael Walter with another top 10. Yeah. So the gap decreased to 43. And again, unless Gordon and Junior wreck, it's going to be between those two drivers at Homestead. Junior didn't wreck. Stewart gained a little bit on them, but it's not enough to really make a dent. So it's between Gordon and Junior. We got an intense final race of the season at Homestead. Gordon's only ahead by 35 points. And Newman is out of the title chase, unfortunately. We're going to have a fourth different title winner in 3 years. Yes, we are. I think we do. Wait. 25-point gap. Oh, by 10 points. By 10 points. Junior needed the win so bad, but he couldn't do it. Jeff Gordon is I believe it's Jeff Gordon that's your 2006 Cup Series champion. As Walter Ben Burton again get top 10 finishes. Yep, by 10 points, Gordon is your champion. Another dominating 7-win season, as he moves up, I believe, to 3rd all-time in the NASCAR Cup Series wins list this season. With that Daytona 500 win, actually, I believe. Junior only had 3 wins to his name. Stewart had 2. Harvick had 6. But he failed to finish in the top 10 12 times. Newman only got a win. Labonte didn't get any wins this time around. Kenseth got 3. Jared got 5 wins this season, but only managed 8th place. Kurt Busch got 2 wins, and Jimmy Johnson got 2 wins. There you have it. Gordon wins by only 10 points. I think that's the closest we've had it so far. That's no surprise. Brian Vickers wins the Rookie of the Year award. Forgot to check polls for last season, but Gordon dominated the poll market. He almost got half the polls this season. And Gordon led the most laps by 26. Good run there for Gordon. He wins the 2006 championship as we're going into our final simulation season of the stream, season 5. And who retired? Rusty Wallace at least could end his career on a high with 2 wins this season. Granted, he only got 16th in the points, but 2 wins is nothing to laugh about. It was his first wins since the 2001 Napa Auto Parts 500 at California. So he still had a good run. Dale Jarrett also retired, so no dynasty from him this time. Again, a career on a high, 5 wins, but he could not get that second title. Meanwhile, Chase Montgomery is going to replace Ricky Rudd, who ends his career with 28 wins, 210 top 5s. So good run for him. We don't need to change the settings, as we have 1 more season to go on this stream. Of course, we gotta have Easy Care on the front. And we'll have Crossman on the team side this time. Oh, we got a quick sign our team members. The game will always make sure to, I guess, at least in this mode, at least in 2004, I should say, to always sign with the low-rated guys for some reason. Hey, it saves us money. So here we go. Your 2007 Daytona 500 winner is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Good run for him. No surprises. Finished a little bit worse, but still in 37th place. No surprises there. We gotta move right along into race number 2. Gordon gets the win this time at the Subway 400. No surprises again. And we finished dead last. Quickly move along. Junior wins 2 of 3. I think he's looking to make sure he doesn't lose this title this season. I forgot to check the rest of the top 10, sorry. Harvick wins at Atlanta. Junior finished 3rd. Martin finished 10th. Bad finish, as now we get a new replacement in the 2 car. That's Ron Hornaday now. And the secondary objective comes to an end. Put Craftsman on the back of the car this time. Comes the quick select. And Kurt Busch wins at Darlington. Junior finishes 2nd. I think he's finished every race in the top 5 so far. Nope, we lost a sponsor. There we go. This was bound to happen sooner or later. Gotta just keep up with the top 40 in earnings then. That's the best we can do. Tony Stewart gets the win this time. Johnny Benson got 7th. We finished 35th. Junior finished 38th. There's the wreck people were looking for. Labonte gets the win at Texas. Gets a home state win. Junior finished 4th. Sterling Marlin 10th. Mark Martin 41st. That's really the only surprise in terms of points. As we move right along. Oh, Labonte 2 in a row. Gordon finished 37th. Oh, we got our best finish by a mile. We finished 31st at Talladega. How does that even happen? Last race before the points check. And Junior gets the win. Gordon finished dead last. I'm thinking Junior's looking for revenge. He has to be looking for revenge at this point. Right now it's Labonte that's on top by 97 points over Junior. He leads his teammate by 66. And Kurt Busch by just 1 point less. Or I guess 1 point more. As we now move on to the next sponsorship fix. Hills Brothers, welcome back to the front of the car. Oh, no. Team sponsor. Hills Brothers can go here too. Let's go right on through Auto Club. Ryan Newman gets the win. Bobby Labonte continuing his hot streak. That's a 2nd place finish for him. Junior finished 6th. Burton with a 9th place, 8th place. Both Burton brothers get 8th and 9th, and Michael Waltrip rounds out the top 10. Oh goodness, we got another strong run. 32nd place as Tony Stewart wrecked out. But that's going to increase the gap by a lot. As we move along to Richmond. Labonte wins again. Oh boy. He is on a hot streak. 4 out of the last 5 races for sure. He finished in the top 5. No other surprises though. We cooled off a little bit, but we still got 35th. That's a good surprise. As we head along into the All-Star Open. Mark Martin got the win this time. So let's move on to the Coke 600. Labonte keeps going, is still on fire. Top 5 at the Coke 600 as Gordon gets the win this time from the pole. Junior led the most laps. Waltrip got a top 10. Now we should finally start to cool off considerably. We wrecked on lap 40, and lap 54, I should say. On to Dover. The hot streak is still going on. Labonte finishes 2nd as Jimmy Johnson gets the win this time at Dover. Any other surprises? Nope. Oh yeah, we wrecked. We had to have wrecked. 41st. Newman also wrecked out. That's a surprise as our qualifying sponsor ends. So let's get another one. It looks like Easy Care wants to stay on the back. With no rise in expectations. Another one! Another top 5 run for Bobby Labonte. He is just on fire as Johnny Benson gets 6th, Jeff Burton gets 9th. When will the bottom fall out, though? As we lose a couple sponsors. Windcraft, you gotta stay on there. No, we'll put Easy Care on there this time. Alright, we're a few races away from checking. Not a top 5, but he's still on a good run. That's a top 10 run for Bobby Labonte in the 18 car. Elliott Sadler finished 7th. Michael Waltrip 10th. Ward Burton 4th. He almost got a win that wasn't a short track or Daytona. As next stop we go to Infineon. This is Bobby Labonte's year. This has to be his year. Another top 5 finish. As Gordon wins. Surprises, Michael Waltrip 10th. He finished 38th, so not bad. Alright, this is probably where the bottom's gonna fall out, though. No, it's not! Labonte in 2nd. He is staying close to Jeff Gordon there. This time we wrecked out. Oh no, we didn't wreck out. It's just bad finish. And finally, Chicagoland. There we go. There's the bottom falling out. Labonte finished 38th, so that changes everything. Well, kinda. Well, yeah, it does. Because Kurt Busch is now only 5 points behind Labonte. Could this be his year? Are we going to see a repeat champion? Or are we going to see Tony Stewart make a good run and take advantage of his teammates' misfortune? We'll put Windcraft on the front this time. Hills Brothers can stay on. Alright, we reached the halfway point of the final season of the stream. Okay, he made up a bit. And I think he's going to get a little bit of a gap. Yeah, him and Kurt Busch led the same amount of laps. Ward Burton with another top 10. On to the next simulation. I keep forgetting to check ourselves. Looks like that hot streak is finally over. The bottom finally fell out. Junior gets the win. Labonte comes back to finish 3rd. Walter 4th. We finished 38th. Kurt Busch with the win. He might get the title now. As Labonte wrecks again. He's finally negating all those wins he got, or top 5 finishes he got with wrecks. Go, Craftsman. Welcome back to the back. On for another simulation. Kurt Busch wins again. I was going to say this was Labonte's year, but he's wrecked so many times in a row. But he got 5th this time. That could help him at least keep pace as we end another sponsor term. Easy Care on the side again. And Windcraft to that side. There we go. Alright, Kenseth gets the win this time, but Kurt Busch finishes 2nd. No surprises. We must have... Oh, where did we finish? 32nd? Okay, we're still getting good runs there. Alright, next up is the Southern 500. How'd that go? Mark Martin gets the win. Alright, where did Labonte finish? Dead last. Okay, his title hopes are gone. Just as quickly as he was dominating, he's now done. Michael Waltrip almost won the Chevy Rock and Roll 400, but that one goes to Jeff Gordon. Labonte finishes 8th. Maybe not. Maybe not. Labonte gets his first win of the season. Craven 6th, Waltrip 7th. Trying to check the standings. How'd that go? It is so close right now between Junior and Bush. It's going to be between the two of them. See how that goes. Go ahead. And you see now we're in a new, we're actually in a new office with all the money we save. With all the money we saved, we moved into a new building. Alright, Gordon wins this time. Labonte 6th. Junior 8th. Kurt Busch 9th. So, yeah, it looks like Junior gained another 4 points. Ricky Craven finished 10th. We finished 40th. So how'd that affect the points? It's Gordon, the one that's closing in now. All those wins are finally catching up. Labonte with his second win. And although Kurt Busch got second place, that's still 10 points gained on Kurt Busch. And plenty gained on Tony Stewart. I think that's like a 15-point gain there. Junior finished 9th, so that's big. Kurt Busch retakes the lead. What did Gordon finish? Oh, did he wreck? Yeah, he wrecked. So this championship, I think, has just gotten wide open. Or at least close to wide open. Still a race difference. So maybe not. It's still between Busch and Junior. Labonte just, though, won 2 in a row now, again. Stats-wise, this is his best season, at least in terms of wins. And he got a 25-point gap on Junior here. And Kurt Busch only got to 9th place, as we finished 37th, and Gordon wrecked out again. It's now a 4-point gap between Busch and Junior, but the Gibbs boys are coming in. 135 and 137 points back, respectively. And Labonte gets second again. And Junior retakes the points lead. Unbelievable. That's another 10-point gain by Labonte, and it's a 5-point gain on Junior from Stewart. So it's so close between them. Oh, Kurt Busch. No, he wrecked. He wrecked as Johnny Benson finishes 7th. Michael Waltrip 9th. We're closing in on an exciting finish here, as Junior now has a comfortable gap. But the Gibbs boys, again, like I said, they caught up. It's now 123 points back, as we gotta sign a new sponsor. Bills Brothers, welcome to the back. Quick race again. Oh, Junior wrecked. Junior wrecked. This championship is wide open. Newman wins. Labonte second again. He's back on fire as Jamie McMurray. I believe that's his first official top 10. So Labonte gained, honestly, he gained 5 points on Stewart, though. So it's a little bit of a gap from him, but he gained 25 points on Kurt and a ton of points on Junior. So I believe that puts the Gibbs boys on top. No, not quite. It's a 10-point gap. A 10-point gap between the top 4. Anything can happen as we head into Atlanta. And Atlanta is usually the Gibbs hot track. into Hills Brothers. Alright, 4 races to go. Let's see who's gonna do it. Looks like Labani got the better end of... No. Junior got 10 points back. So the gap has increased to 16. But Kurt Busch also got the most... No, he tied with Labani in points. So it is still close. Harvick got the win, by the way. Walter got 9th. Ward got 8th. Where did Tony finish? Oh, he wrecked out. That may damage his title hopes. So it's now between the 3 drivers here. And it's a 13-point difference between the 3 of them. We got a great end of the season shaping up. Oh, another 5-point gain by Kurt. Stewart, though, made up for it with a 2nd place finish, and Junior got in the top 10. That's not enough. Yeah. But it is enough for Lapagna to take the lead, and Junior to just only be 9 points out. What do we got? Oh, it's another close one. Stewart got the 4th better finish out of the 3 of these drivers. But Labani leading that lap gains 1 point on Junior, so he's got the smallest cushion heading into Homestead. It's a 10-point gap. Stewart still got the shot, but he needs the 3 of them to wreck, or at least blow an engine. Alright, here we go. This is it. The tightest finish we've had. Who's gonna win the championship? It's Junior! He did it! He wins the Ford 400 and clinches the 2007 NASCAR Cup Series Championship. Unbelievable. He did it. Labani just could not get another top 5 finish when it mattered the most. And Junior, with his best season so far, was more than enough to get his 2nd championship. Labani had 6 wins and 25 top 5s, but he wrecked at the worst possible times. Stewart made an incredible effort to get to 3rd place, though, with 1 win. 3 wins for Kurt Busch this season. 8 wins. Again, statistically, this is Gordon's best season, but it was not enough with too many inconsistencies. Harvick got 5 wins. That puts him at 30. 2 wins from Newman puts him at 11. Matt Kenseth got a win. Jimmy Johnson got 2. And Walter's the best non-winner to get the... Oh, wait, no, Stewart didn't get a... Oh, he did get one. So there you have it. Pole award this year goes to Jeff Gordon. An off year for him with 10 poles. And Sterling Marlin actually led the most laps. Yeah, you just gotta wait a while, I think. I will just go into the new season to end it. We retired. One day only lasted a season. He only, technically speaking, he only went 1 year. And he decided enough's enough. He's 50 years old. His body can't take it anymore. Meanwhile, Sterling ends his career with a win. He got exactly 100 top 5, so good on him there. He got 12 wins, but no replacements for either, as... Go with... Right, there's that too. Craftsman on there. Alright. So we're back home at this old place. I don't know how that happened. But, whoop. Nope, don't want to save all that. Let's save the career and call it a stream, everybody. So, we didn't have really too many wild finishes like in 2003, but we had a close points battle that went down to Homestead for the first time. Hopefully we'll get more of that next time, as I'm going to say goodbye to you all today. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. I hope to see you all in the next stream. Again, as to what I will stream, who knows. But until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and take care. Goodbye, everybody.